If you've ever wondered what it was like to be in the middle of a human centipede, watch the trailer for The Human Centipede, because that's what it was like to own an Italian car in this country made before 1980. Today, the topic is
Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo on the Road Testament.
Human centipede.
Watch the trailer.
This year, Blackmagic's sending us on the 2010 Bull Run Live Rally from July 9th to 16th from New York to Las Vegas. We're going to be driving the 2011 Shelby GT500 convertible. Now here's your chance to come hang out with us, the Bull Run launch party in New York. All you do is go to blackmagicshine.com and design your own racing livery using the tools they give you. And the best design ends up on our car for Bull Run, and Blackmagic's going to pay for your trip to New York to come hang out with us at the kickoff party. So go to blackmagicshine.com and be sure to watch all our videos almost live from the Bull Run rally right here on the Smoking Tire.
Last week's episode resulted in plenty of hate mail regarding the Ford GT40, which ran at Le Mans. Plenty of you said that, well,
Made in England.
Yeah, well, that's a problem. A lot of you said it's not American because, well, it was designed and developed in the UK.
True.
Keep in mind, though, it's still an American brand, and there was American engineering involved in that car.
Manufacturers raced to extend brand, and the brand that was extended was
Ford,
Ford.
which is still an American car company.
And the other comment.
The other comment, well, actually revolved around the Koenigsegg. We said the Koenigsegg CCX, when in reality we were referencing the CCR. For you guys to actually get on our asses about that was ruthless.
Well, our research was poor. They started with CC, you got the point, and they did start out with the Ford modular engine.
Bingo. That's all you need to know. This week we're talking about, well,
Alfa Romeo.
Yep. And why are we talking about Alfa Romeo?
Well, because Fiat is invested in Chrysler.
And Fiat's coming to the U.S. by 2012.
The year of Aztec destruction, end of the world.
And you're referencing Fiat in 2012 as if that's the reason the world's going to end.
Well, their bank accounts probably will come to an end. But I'm saying that Fiat has one model that's cool. The
500,
right.
Which is what they've already said is coming to the U.S. in 2012, as well as the electric version to compete against the Mini.
Which is cool and viable.
Cooper. Yes.
It's cool.
Yes.
But as soon as I read this, I run a car rental company in Europe, and I couldn't help but notice that Fiat Group owns Maserati, Ferrari, Alfa Lancia, and they have this portfolio of companies. Fiat doesn't really have a sexy lineup of cars. Alfa does.
Okay, yeah.
Why aren't they bringing Alfa?
But the 500 is the entry car. They need to bring the 500 in order to introduce the brand to the U.S.
If you look at,
if you bring any other car within their lineup to the U.S., no one will give a crap. The 500 has its reputation.
You know something? Let's suppose the 500 is a successful model.
Yes.
They bring the rest of them. Disaster. 2012. It's over for them. You bring any car in the Alfa lineup, they're really cool.
They already have the 8C. To be fair, the 8C has been here for quite a few years.
You say Alfa 8C?
Yes.
Open a shirt for that one. It's an awesome Italian car. I love the 8C.
The 8C was brought to the U.S. to test the waters.
And successfully. Look at it's a halo car in the way halo cars should be.
Yes.
What's Fiat's halo car? It's the first one, the cheapest one, the only one they can bring that's any good.
Well, we actually, to be honest with you, we actually had to look up other Fiat models that could potentially come to the U.S.
And they were...
Well, go through your list.
Even the names aren't very sexy. And here we go. All right, the names. The Panda, I'm going to buy that.
Okay, I could actually see that being
the
something
Sedici, which is past tense of seduction. You want the future tense of seduction.
What about the Weekend?
It's the Paleo week. That's like the weekend I got sick was the Paleo weekend.
You're naming a car after 2 days.
The Multiplia, which Clarkson called. Simon Cowell said it looks like the car has a disease. Then the Fiat Linea.
So what we're saying is...
How about the Fiat Idea, a bad one? And the Fiorino, which is... and the Grande Punto, which is what I did after I ate Mexican the other day. So none of these are cars they should bring here.
So the point is that... then we kind of already know what they're supposed to do. They bring the 500 to introduce...
They should bring the Alfa Romeo.
So we got the 159.
Oh.
Okay.
All right,
I'm on the fence.
You're a woman. You walk into a dealership, 3 Series, 159, and Audi A4. What do you buy?
You would buy the Alfa, but that's the last time you can use that reference for any other model.
Okay.
Okay.
Alfa
so
Spider.
they don't make it anymore, but
They will bring it back. The Alfa Giulietta.
they're all beautiful cars.
It's named after Juliet from Romeo and Juliet, and the name of the car company is Alfa Romeo Giulietta. You walk into a dealership, there's a 1 Series. There's an A3.
No,
You're a woman. You buy the Alfa.
F you. I told you can't use that line again.
Okay. Alfa Romeo Brera.
Beautiful car.
And four-wheel drive.
The problem with Alfa come to the U.S. is the same problem that Toyota now has with their safety issues. Italian car, unreliable.
Okay.
The Italians are unreliable.
3 years ago, Ford was considered unreliable.
I agree with you.
Okay.
And they're not now. I have never driven an Alfa Romeo.
I knew you were
I
gonna,
have never driven
knew
Alfa
you were going to
Romeo.
mention this. I looked up. I looked up Alfa Romeo's reliability.
Yeah.
Higher than Audi's.
Okay.
Enough said. And Audi is the most reliable German brand today after Porsche.
Okay, I read that article too.
Oh no, I know you're going to bring. I was waiting to bring this up.
Alfa Romeo is more reliable, but the Alfa Romeos are more expensive to repair. That's
Okay.
what that survey said.
Half the
So you'll
cars,
have less problems with the Alfa, but when things go wrong, when shit goes wrong, you're screwed.
half the cars in this country are leased, and leases generally, 2-3 years. The warranty for a new car, 2 to 3 years. Therefore, who cares?
So
It's warranty. Besides, would you rather have a car that's reliable and expensive to fix, or unreliable and free to fix? Well, there you
there are
go.
warranties on every car brand. You made no comparison right there.
Well, so you should just buy the Alfa. You're a woman. You walk into.
How are we going to wrap this up? Should Fiat bring Alfa Romeo more so than just the EC to the U.S.?
Of course.
Why? Even though it's the reputation of Italian cars being unreliable, can they overcome that?
Ferrari and Lamborghini, which is of course not Italian anymore, fixed the whole idea that Italian cars are no good. Secondly, the cars are reliable, and thirdly, they have a full lineup. They have everything in their favor with Alfa that Renault did not. When Renault came in with the 5, which was okay, and everything else was grande punto. So I think they have a real shot. If they come back with the Fiat and bring in any other Fiats, they're dead. And it is then the Aztecs are right. So next week on the Road Testament.
Well, we're going to the Greenwich Concourse this weekend, so if you're there, you should stop by and actually yell at him for cutting me off.
Reviewing Bugattis, but not the Veyron.
No, we're not.
There are many Bugattis there, but not the Veyron.
Okay.
And the week after that,
We're going to Montreal for the Formula One Grand Prix.
next 2 weeks on Road Testament.
Thanks.